Hey, it's Angelo Caruso. I am here with a Present Like a Pro speaking tip. I struggled with this for so long and I finally figured it out. I don't want you to struggle with it for another day. And if you're getting ready to do a presentation soon, I can promise you that understanding this concept will improve your presentation by 50%, 50. I know this with certainty because I've helped so many people with this problem. And to be fair, a little caveat, knowing what the problem is isn't quite as easy as solving the problem, or is easier than solving the problem. So I'm going to tell you what it is, and then if you want, you can go to work on fixing it. And if you want, I'll even help you with it. But it's almost a counterintuitive thing. I'm going to tell you what it is. You're gonna go, that can't be my problem, but I can promise you it probably is. If you're a salesperson, if you do any kind of speaking, you prepare a speech. I mean, you prepare the content. You've got product knowledge. You've got a body of experience, right? And when you stand up, that whatever's in your head comes out your mouth. You're prepared to some extent. It's a normal situation. That's not the problem. The problem is that you're probably not being authentic when you speak. Again, you'll say, "This is crazy talk, Michael. I'm authentic all the time." What are you saying? I'm pretending to be a different person? In a way, you are. And I'll explain this in two ways. First way is when you wake up in the morning and you put on your robe, you know, the one with the hole in it and the stain? And you put on that robe and your hair's going like this, right? And your expression, you're putting in any airs for people in the morning because you just got up, right? That's the big doctor's note in the morning. I don't have to be nice to you, man. I just got up. And so you get up in the morning and you get your coffee and you're doing your email or whatever you do in the morning, and your face looks like this, because you're not putting on an act for anybody. That's your authentic self. I bet you don't present like that, do you? You'll say, "No, Michael, don't be an idiot. I take a shower. I get dressed up. On presentation day, I actually wear something a little bit nicer. I've got makeup on and accoutrement, right? And I'm shining when I go into my presentation." And that's kind of what I'm getting at. You're not you when you go into your presentation. You're putting on a show, like Ray Fosse did in the movie. And he goes, "I'm putting on a show." And so when you're putting on a show, you're not yourself. I'll give you a second example. I am right now on the committee to do a very large conference in Western Michigan. It's my second year on the committee. It's for Rotary, actually. We're teaching Rotary Club presidents how to be better in front of the room and run a better club and that sort of thing. I happen to be on the committee. I'm also keynoting the event, which is my pleasure. And we're asking all 6 of the keynotes, 5 plus me, we're asking the 5 keynotes to send us a 100-word bio. That's it. And most of them have to prune it quite a bit because most bios are longer than 100 words. Why? Because we've got to tell you all about all the great things we've done, all the awards we've won, how many years we've been doing this now, how much money I saved my company last year, how valuable I am. It's all nice and clinical and factual, but it's not authentic. It's not who you are as a person. It describes your achievements, but it doesn't talk about who you are as a person. So I always tell people when they send in the bio, tell us what you do for fun. Because if you tell us what you do for fun, that's your authentic self. When you play with children, there's no airs. You forget all about yourself. You're just being authentic. You're being in the moment with the kids. And so when you try to tell a signature story in the front of the room, when you try to be authentic in the front of the room, when you try to offer a call to action that has value, undeniable value, so that they can't wait to sign up for it, whatever it is, if you're not authentic in the other 20 minutes of your presentation, it doesn't matter what you're doing in the last minute. So you have to learn how to fake authenticity, apparently. The good news is now you know what the problem is. If you've ever wanted to improve your presentations, this is going to do it. And you also know somebody that will help you. I will. We do breakthrough calls. I can only do a couple of them a week because I got other stuff going on. I always make them complimentary. If you'd like one, all you have to do is go to this calendar link and sign up. michaelangelocaruso.com/talk. michaelangelocaruso.com/talk. Just choose a good day and time that we can do this. We'll meet on Zoom. I'll learn a lot about you just seeing you on video because you'll be presenting to me as you tell me what the problem is, right? And so I'll be able to give you some $1 million tips in very few minutes, I promise. I know this because I've helped so many other people do it. I hope this tip about authenticity has you thinking, and more importantly, I hope it has you acting on how to improve your situation.